Today I'm in East Vancouver at the Koon Bo Chinese Restaurant. They're famous for their dim sum. We're here for the dinner. Haven't been here for a while for dinner, so let's go inside and check it out. This is their in-house roast barbecue duck. It's roasted in-house. Look at that, look at that. So you get the nice color of the skin. So this duck has lots of flavor. I can tell it has the star anise I call it. But a lot of the barbecue places leave it out. So different ingredients they leave out. So you got to put all the ingredients in there to get all the flavor. Some of the duck juice here. I'm going to try the juice from the duck. Wow. It's got more complex flavor than the ducks you get from the barbecue places. They put different ingredients in it, so you can really taste the difference. I don't eat rice like I used to, but I always get some rice, so one bowl of steamed rice as a canvas for the duck. Ooh, look at that duck. Looks nice and plump and juicy. So a lot of the ducks you see at the barbecue places now are skinny ducks. This is a nice, plump, juicy duck. With this piece with lots of char marks on it. Look at that, look at that. Make sure you dip it in the plum sauce. Look at that. I like the char marks. When you barbecue, you get a nice crust. You get a nice color of the duck. Wow. The fattiness of the duck just permeates my mouth. So beautiful looking dish here. This is the beef with Chinese broccoli. And the beef has been marinated, I can tell. Should be really tender. It's got the fried in the ginger, the bright colors of the gailan, which is the Chinese broccoli. A little bit of carrots for garnish for color. This dish, ooh, look at that, look at that. So the beef is really tender. They use this process called velveting. So they use cornstarch, sometimes use egg whites. They put soy sauce, light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, sometimes sesame oil. So that when they marinate it, in this process called velveting, the beef will be very, very tender. You can also use it for velveting other kind of meats like pork and chicken as well. Tasty and tender. So the Chinese broccoli, they keep in long stalks. This is a gailan. And it's actually easier to eat with smaller stalks, but for presentation, it's nicer to keep it in long stalk. Lightly crispy, goes well with the beef. Ooh, look at that, beautiful. Oh yeah. So this is the 8 precious with tofu puffs. You got the squid, you got the prawns, you got the scallops, you got the Chinese mushrooms, and you have some tofu puffs. So it's 8 special ingredients, 8 toppings in a nice sauce, and then steam in a hot pot. So you get lots of flavor. Mom's gonna try the tofu puffs. So tofu puffs are deep fried. So when you put it in the hot pot, it soaks up all the delicious juices. I'm gonna try some of the sauce in the hot pot. It's a nice sauce, not too thick. So it's probably, sometimes you use chicken stock. So it should be lots of flavor. There's also sliced barbecue pork in the hot pot. Lots of flavor in the hot pot. Hot pot, you have usually a veggie, and they usually use like shootoi, which is napa cabbage. So that's on the bottom. So this also would count towards the veggie for the dinner. So we have a simple stir fry here with pork and green beans. Nicely cooked. You see the sear marks. Should have lots of wok. So when you see the carbon sear marks on the green beans, that means it has been stir fried. It's going to have good wok, which is carbon sear flavor. So usually restaurants, you just boil it and then just maybe a quick toss, but you can actually tell the sear marks on the green bean here. So it's got the nice walking. Crispy, has a smoky flavor. It's got the oil, has been heated up with the pork. You gotta try this. Baked chicken with spicy salt, this is their specialty. Lean, free-range chicken, lots of flavor. And you got the green onion ginger sauce on the side. Hi, Mom.
Oh my.
So this is salt baked chicken. It's got lots of flavor. They put the 5 spice powder and other ingredients. So then they chill the chicken. So it's nice, fresh, and lots of. So this is the crispy fried chicken. This is a deep fried crispy chicken. So the standard that we have is the Silver Dragon in Calgary, Alberta. They got the best crispy fried chicken according to my brother. So these ones will have to give it a try. Ooh, look at that. The shrimp chips were covering the chicken. When you look at it, it looks nicely colored. Deep fried. So they took their time to deep fry it, so it's fresh. Cooked to order. I can't wait to try this. Look at that, look at that. Look at the skin on this deep fried chicken. It's crispy, it's shiny. Let's see how it tastes. Wow. Deep fried to order. Skin is really crispy. The meat is really moist and lots of flavor. Beef and Chinese broccoli stir fry. Ooh, look at that, look at that. So you get the nice juicy beef. So all the flavors are infused into the beef. So when you marinate the beef, it's called velveting. So you put a bit of baking soda with the cornstarch, gets it really tender. You can tell right from the first bite, lots of flavor in the beef and really tender. Here I have about 1 pound of ribeye steak. So I'm going to cut the ribeye steak into thin slices. You can cut it into larger slices if you like. You can use different cuts of beef, such as top sirloin. You can use flank steak. You can use blade steak. So whatever cut you use, cut it in roughly the same size pieces. Then put the beef into a bowl. Now we're going to add some cornstarch. So add 1 to 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. This will help tenderize the beef. Next, we're going to add some cooking oil, such as peanut oil. So you can add up to 1/3 of a cup of cooking oil to coat the beef. The oil will also help keep the beef moist and tender. Next, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce, also known as regular soy sauce. I like to add a dash of sesame oil for a little nutty flavor and a little nice fragrance. Mix all the ingredients together with a fork or a pair of chopsticks. I like the chewy texture of beef, but if you want more tender beef, you can add 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda is an alkaline, and it will break down the beef to make it really tender. Marinate the beef for at least an hour or more to infuse all the flavors into the beef. Now I'm going to cut up some kailan, which is also known as Chinese broccoli. You can also use regular broccoli for this dish as well. Whatever vegetable you use, make sure the pieces are cut into similar size for even cooking. Now we're going to blanch the Chinese broccoli. Simply bring some water to a boil, put in the Chinese broccoli and blanch for 2 to 5 minutes. This will help tenderize the broccoli and also makes for easier stir fry. Once time is up, strain the broccoli and run some cold water over the broccoli to stop the cooking. Now it's time to preheat your pan or wok at medium to medium-high heat. When your wok starts smoking, it's ready to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil, such as peanut oil. And just make sure the oil is spread over evenly in the wok. So I like to use ginger and garlic, so I put about a tablespoon of chopped ginger and chopped garlic. Give that a quick stir fry to bring out the aromatics. So next, we add the Chinese broccoli and give it a quick stir fry. This will bring up the wok hei, the sear carbon flavor, into the Chinese broccoli. I like to add a bit of natural pink salt, Himalayan salt, just to sharpen up the flavor in the Chinese broccoli. So you can put the Chinese broccoli on a nice serving plate. You don't need to clean the wok, just wipe it down. And then preheat the wok again. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. I have peanut oil once again. Then I add 1 tablespoon of chopped ginger and chopped garlic again. So give these aromatics a quick stir fry. Now you're ready to add the beef. For home cooking, you need to sear the beef for at least 1 minute. But when you cook on a high-powered commercial stove, you don't need to. So sear the beef up to a minute, sometimes less if you have your wok at really high heat. So I like to cook at high heat to get a real good sear, but if you're a beginner at wok cooking, you don't need to turn the heat as high. Now we're going to give the beef a quick stir fry. As you can see, the beef is about 3/4 of the way cooked. Now add 2 to 3 tablespoons of regular soy sauce, also known as light soy sauce. Now I'm going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of the oyster flavor sauce, which is my favorite sauce. Then add half to a cup of chicken broth if you have it, or just regular water. So depending how much sauce you want, add more or less of the liquid. Then add 1/3 cup of water mixed with a tablespoon of cornstarch to thicken the sauce. So let that sauce simmer and finish with a dash of sesame oil to bring out the nutty taste and fragrance. So pour the beef over your Chinese broccoli. So there you have it. This is my version of beef and Chinese broccoli stir fry. So you can serve these veggies by themselves, but if you stir fry it, you have the sauces from the beef just smothering the veggies. It's going to give it added taste. So look at that beef. Look at that beef. Ooh, look at that. Was it ever tender? So you got all the flavors infused into the beef. Now you can order the products and ingredients that I use in my cooking videos. Just click the link below in the description for the Chinese cooking accessory guide. You can order everything online, including the wok that I use and some of the equipment that I use. Thanks for checking out my video, and please give me a thumbs up, and be sure to check out some of my other videos on this channel, and please subscribe. If you get a chance, check out my other channel, the award-winning Chinese cooking channel.